Oh, here you might want to look at this. Booklets on how to conduct guerrilla warfare, why we are fighting.
There is no end to America's forward road. There is no obstacle on it she will not surmount in her march toward a lasting peace in a free and prosperous world.
In Tibet, when the Chinese were moving in, the Chinese were changing their way of life. They were executing Tibetans right and left.
We had been told that there was a nucleus of a resistance force that existed in Tibet.
The resistance freedom fighters had lost their loved ones, they'd lost everything. Their only goal was to take out the Chinese.
Now, in the wake of the Tibetan uprising, Dalai Lama is a fugitive.
The Chinese announced from Beijing that the Dalai Lama had disappeared. The press all over the world became extremely interested in where is the Dalai Lama? What's happened to the Dalai Lama?
The world was wondering where the Dalai Lama was. Well, we knew where he was.
We were already embarked on training the young Tibetans. This was already well underway before the Dalai Lama fled to India.
No one could have ever had an audience with His Holiness and say, we want to kill Chinese.
I said, you know, Your Holiness, I came to see you 30 years ago, and I had the feeling you didn't particularly want to see me. He said, you provided arms to my people. They were able to help me get out of Tibet. Just as a general thing, I can't, as a Buddhist, support violence.
Nonviolence is preached by all religion. I think if you ask that question to Tibetans, then you have to ask that question to every freedom fighter of every country. For them, it was like our religion, our people are being oppressed, and we need to fight.
They thought
that the great American country had let them down, and we felt that disappointment too.
It was a little solution to a big problem. It was going to become just a messy guerrilla war.
They wanted to fight. We were helping them try to get independence.
These current protests are international, and they're not only in Tibet. So it's an ongoing thing.
The older generation believed in the freedom of Tibet, and the present generation also believes in the same.
My parents and their generation, they have sacrificed their life. And they solely sacrificed their life for the independence of the Tibet.
The Tibetans fought bitterly against the Chinese. Thousands of them were killed, and they kept fighting. They created a chapter in Tibetan history that will continue as long as history continues.